Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Atlanta Falcons taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This pass complete to Higgins. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 18. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Ritter and London team up there. 1st down, Atlanta. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This pass is caught by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to the ground now, Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 18-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This will be it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. No score after 1 on EA Sports. first and 10 at the 11. Running left, here's Patterson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. They've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And
ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
down Drew Chrisman on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Patterson running between the tackles. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll go again with Patterson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go. Ready. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd and 2. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Out of the gun now on third down. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Desmond Ridder taking it himself to finish the drive. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. First down. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return is Williams. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. Flushed out right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Bengals are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into the hands of London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's Miller, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll give it to Patterson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready?
Burrow looking to pass. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow's throw complete there to Smith.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Again, Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Straight ahead, Patterson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a give to Patterson. Room here to run. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, you really can't ask for much.